Hello student, hope you all are fit and fine. Dear students, today I will explain you chapter 4 of Civics, Understanding Law. Students, in previous class you have read about different laws such as at what age a person can vote, the age at which Indian men and women get married among others. We know that in democratic country like India, the parliamentary body is in charge of making different laws. So dear students, in this chapter we will try to understand whether these laws are applicable to everyone, how these new laws are formed, what should be the citizens' reaction when these things happen. So let's start. My dear students, the word law is derived from a Latin word leg, which implies something definite, fixed, followed, regulated, stable, and uniform. Laws serve as a means of bringing about social change and establishing an good society. Students, the rules of a game ensure that it is played properly. Okay, I think all of you aware of this. Similarly, the rules formulated in a society ensure that it is governed efficiently. Such rules are known as laws. Now, why are laws required? Laws are required to prevent people from several unjust social practices. Students, a society is made up of interactions and relationships among people. These interactions and relationships are regulated by laws. In a society, laws provide a course of conduct to its members. They guide on what should be done and what not to ensure the welfare of all in the society. They see to it that a less powerful person on a group is not dominated or treated unfairly by the powerful person or group in the society. They serve as an agent of change against the challenged practices in the society. They outline the structure of the government and empower the government to formulate policies for the betterment of all. Thus, we can say that laws bring order and security in the society. They help people to progress and protect them from chaos and unfair practices. Now, student, let us understand the role of laws in a society. Students, according to the Indian Constitution, all persons are equal before the law. The law cannot discriminate between persons on the basis of their religion, caste, or gender. Any crime or violation of law has a specific punishment as well as a process through which the guilt of the person has to be established. सबके लिए जो लॉ रहेगा वो उस क्राइम के लिए पर्टिकुलर क्राइम के लिए एक जैसा ही रहेगा. In ancient times, laws were different for different people. The laws for the upper castes were not that harsh as they were for the lower castes. During the British rule, laws were strict for the Indians and comparatively less for the British. This can be explained with the example of British Act of 1870, which was called the Sedition Act. Students, according to this act, any person who was protesting or criticizing the British government could be arrested without due trial. Later on, under the Rowlatt Act of 1919, any Indian could be arrested and warrant could be issued against suspected individuals. Now, the Indian nationalists protested and criticized this law. They began fighting for equality and wanted to change laws and rules that they were forced to obey. The 19th century Indians started using the legal system to fight with the Britishers. With the end of the colonialism, India started afresh by setting up its own constitution and government. The Indian constitution served the Indians with the laws which were equal to all without any discrimination. The parliament has an important role in making laws. For example, in India, girls were not given any legal right to own their father's property, and the property share went to their brothers after their father's death. When the issue was raised that when the boy has the right to own his father's property, why should a girl be exempted? This inequality ended when a law was passed that the girls also have an equal share in their father's property, and if they claimed, they would be given their share. Now, students, how do new laws come about? Students, when a new law is being drafted, the parliament has a key role in the process. It takes place in different ways. Mostly, it has been observed that different groups of Indian societies raise their voice if a country needs a particular law. While making laws, the lawmakers in the parliament need to be sensitive to the demands of the people. For example, several lawmakers, students, and activists came together so that an act to prevent domestic violence could be formed. They submitted a draft to the Parliamentary Standing Committee, which in turn submitted its recommendations to the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Once the bill was passed in the two houses, it was sent to the President. Finally, the bill for protection of women against domestic violence act came into existence in 2005. The voice of the people can be heard through TV debates, newspaper editorials and reports, local meetings, radio broadcasts, etc. With the help of these, the parliament's work becomes more transparent and accessible to the people. Student, this is all for today. In our next video, we will complete this chapter. Till then, take care. Goodbye.